What's up, YouTube? It's your friend Miriam, aka Lucky Number 78, and I'm here with a little bit of a different video. The date actually is that I'm recording this August 8th. I hope to upload it also on August 8th, 2016, because I have a backlog of videos to edit, subscription boxes, that kind of thing, and I'm canceling a bunch of subscription boxes, so I don't want to just stop giving you content. So here's my new venture. Has been going to thrift stores, which I do anyway every single week. And then instead of just keeping everything for myself or bypassing things that are kind of cool but I don't need them, selling on eBay instead. So far this has been really lucrative, because I know a lot about toys, and if I'm buying a toy at the thrift store, chances are pretty damn high that I'm gonna know what it is, which I think is really cool, you know, because I've loved and collected toys for so long. So today I am only going to highlight one Goodwill trip. I've been to 3 Goodwills today, and I've been to 4 or 5 this week, but I'm just going to show you things from one Goodwill trip that cost me a total of $8.70, including tax. I bought 3 bags of toys for $2.99 a piece, and then there was one that was 30% off because it was last week's color or whatever. And yeah, let's just have fun, you know? A lot of these are gonna end up on eBay, not all of them, but a lot. And a link to my eBay is in the description of this video and every video I've posted recently, if you want to check them out. And yeah, this should be fun. This should be just a glimpse into my process of what I do when I shop thrift stores. Here's the bag. Here is our first $2.99 of toys, or in this case, this was like $2.10 or so. I'm bad at math, but it was 30% off of $2.99. All right. Immediately upon opening this bag, you're hit with the Goodwill smell of like hot air freshener, possibly, if I'm being very generous to the smell. It's a stench, but it's one that every Goodwill has, so I'm used to it. But, so even more than used to it, it's like, ooh, this smells like Goodwill. Anyway, first thing in here, some kind of red guy. Just after I was bragging about knowing a lot about toys, I'm like, here's a red guy. This is, of course, Red Guy McGee from Red Guy, the series. And this is some kind of Bionicle, so saith the foot. 2008 Lego Bionicle made for McDonald's. I used to know all the names of the Bionicles. That's what's funny. And my favorite was, I think Liwa was his name, was the green one, because I thought it was a chick, but he's not. I don't know why I thought he was, but I read all the comic books and I was like, oh, never mind. But I still liked him the best. He was definitely cool. And this is not him. So yeah, it's a little dirty. I might want to go at this with some just soap and water, maybe. It doesn't look like there's a ton of paint on him. In fact, it looks like the only paint on him is the eyes. But yeah, that's cool. I don't know if there were more pieces on this originally, but here's a red guy from Bionicle. Next up is another red guy. I know exactly who this is. Here's Raph. Unfortunately, his skateboard or surfboard or snowboard or whatever it is broken. It's really broken. But it looks like a newer representation of Raph. Well, his sides are painted on. That's cool. This looks like McDonald's as well. Yep. 2013 Viacom made for McDonald's. But he's pretty cool, honestly. I wish he wasn't broken. What does it say on there? Yeah, it just says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon on there. And this is cool. He can skate, but he can also or surf or whatever, but he can also do a little kicky kick. Kick 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 kick. I like this toy. Oh, who the? Okay, this guy's awesome. I'm guessing Ben 10 or something. He's got like purple, blue. He's got fins back there. A long tail. Let's read up. Huh. 2009 Sega toys made for McDonald's. I don't know what this is from, but I don't think Big Ten was a Sega. I mean, I don't think Ben 10 was a Sega property. So this is someone else who just looks like Ben 10. Interesting. Oh, next up is some kind of ball. It's actually a really cool ball because no matter what you do with it, the motor goes a different way. So I have no idea what this is, but when you press the button, it turns into an awesome rave. I need more information. Let's see. 2010 Leonard. So yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's really fun. Ooh, up next we got a Luger. The trigger does not work. I don't know if it ever did, but it certainly doesn't now. Yeah. Kids, don't try this at home. Yeah, it looks like there was a spring mechanism of some kind in here. It is definitely broken. It just says made in China on it. But yeah, I think if you had some paint and you painted this maybe brown and black, or just painted the whole thing gunmetal, you could have a pretty cool toy. Because it's not a bad sculpt. It's just a silly color. And it's broken. But yeah, if somebody knows any more about this, I'd like to hear. Oh, look who it is. It's our friend again. So I have two of this guy I thought was Ben 10. His arms are really cool. He's like some sort of merman. But I don't know. I don't know what he is, but I have two of him. Next up is one I know is McDonald's because I'm familiar with the franchise, and it is Power Rangers Samurai or Super Samurai. Yeah, Super Samurai, it says on the bottom. They actually tried with paint. They put paint on the front and the back. I'm like very sure this is a McDonald's toy. Yeah, made for McDee's. And And it's got, this is kind of cool, it's got the kanji from his face as the base, and then it's also obviously on his face. I don't know, this is some sort of super mode, which looks really stupid, but I think this was actually in Shinkenger. Yeah. They put much more paint on this than I would expect from a McDonald's toy. But, yeah, it's not anything special, but I'll probably keep it and put it in my giant Power Rangers collection. Which is not that giant, but it's giant for me. Then we have a dinosaur, because, I don't know, reasons. This is made by Greenbrier International. I'm kind of horrified that I know this, but Greenbrier International caters, I believe, exclusively to Dollar Tree stores. So this would be a Dollar Tree original Stegosaurus. Given that information, he's pretty cool looking. I would have believed this cost $6 or $7. It's not a bad sculpt. It's not a bad paint job. Kind of cool. Not special, but it's, if you like Stegosaurs, and who doesn't, that's a cool toy. Oh, I totally remember this guy. Next up is another McDonald's toy for sure, and I believe he's from Monsters vs. Aliens. Or Monsters and Aliens, I think that movie might have been called. He's a wind-up, and his wind-up is broken, unfortunately. See, he's got a little wind-up back here, and then he's supposed to go, but, you know, do that, but he doesn't. He doesn't unless I shake him. So that kind of sucks. And yeah, it just says TM and copyright DWA, which I assume is DreamWorks Animation. Made for McDonald's, 2009. So it's too bad that he's broken, but he's kind of cool. Yeah. Next up is one of the cheapest feeling little toy cars I've ever held in my hands. Like, I feel like I'm holding like literally nothing. There's a little toy car. It says police on top, and police back there. And it's got a very European-looking license plate. And it looks kind of cool. It looks Hot Wheels-ish. But this is made of the cheapest plastic known to man. If this didn't come from a dollar store, I'll be shocked. It is not Greenbrier that I can see. It just has numbers printed on the bottom. So yeah, anybody who knows any more about that, I'd love to hear. Next up is a toy I remember from back in the day, I believe. Here's Buzz Lightyear. He's supposed to have part of his helmet flip down, but that is like broken. Yeah, it's just like completely broken off. His head rotates though, so that's cool. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. That's cool. Got some paint on the back, which I like. I always like it. Well, not the scuffed paint, but I always like it when toy companies are like, this will not just be seen from this side. You gotta put paint on the back. And it says Disney Pixar 2004. No, it doesn't. It says Disney Pixar, doesn't give a year. Mattel. So yeah. That's cool. And the next thing is 2003 Mattel, but I do not recognize it. It's some sort of digger. And you press the button and it diggy digs. Yeah. And it also rolls. So that's cool. Little diggy dig. And then the last thing in this bag is the gold Super Samurai. Again, they did a good job of putting paint on the front and the back. This one's in better condition, slightly, than the green one. And he's got a little switch on the back to lift his weapon, for some reason. And this is also a McDonald's toy. And neither of them comes off the base, by the way. This is not detachable without breaking it. So that's it for bag number 1. Obviously, the highlights of that bag are the 2 samurai figures, but that ball was like a surprise hit. Super fun. Alright, and these are the cool ones. Here come bag number 2 and 3. And we'll start with bag number 2, which I arbitrarily just gave it a number. Here's bag number 2. There were more bags, by the way, with this kind of toy. I was just like, I figured I'd save some for the kids and, you know, other people. And I had already lucked out so greatly that it seemed like a cool thing to do to get 3 of the, like, 6 or 7 that they had. So first up is, like, Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it looks really old. Yeah, wow, older than I even thought. It's really sticky. Ugh, it's so sticky! Anyway. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't like sticky things. Take that as you will. But, despite its disgustingness, it's from 1980. So, oh, I feel like I just dipped my hand into honey. Oh, I love Alvin and Chipmunks, but I don't know if I love them anymore. I remember this series. This was a series that I didn't have any of, but, like, my older brother's cool friends had these toys. So I associate these toys with the cool kids, even though they're, like, budget toys. But there was a whole series of these that was, like, I think McDonald's? I don't know, it says chicken tenders, though. That's not really a McDonald's thing. But there was a whole series of these that was, like, foods. And yeah, chicken tenders. Staring into your soul, like the shrimps that Ursula eats. Yeah, this one has wheels, because shouldn't your chicken tenders have wheels? Duh. Oh god, the whole bag of toys is sticky. Mm. Ugh. Anyway. Up next is a toy I actually had, although it was not this sticky. These were from Tiny Toons, and every one of them had a Tiny Toons character on one side with the wheels that matched. Like, these are volume knobs for Taz's kid. And then you could flip it, and now it's like that. But here's Porky's kid, and he's got like a sub with tomato wheels. These might have been McDonald's or a fast food premium of some kind, although they don't say so. But they have that look. So this is cool. You know, now we're going super retro into toys I hadn't played with when I was little. Speaking of toys I had and played with when I was little, here are two identical ones that are totally jawsome. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello. That's exactly how the Street Shark sounded, by the way. So, Streetwise Designs, that was all the Street Sharks said that. Yeah, copyright 1995. Street Sharks finger puppets. Awesome! Oh, I used to love these. It is really gnarly. I don't know how close I want to get my face to it. Like, it's got, like, brown crud in it. It's gross. But, this was a McDonald's megaphone that changed your voice. I'm only doing this for YouTube. Like, this, it smells, and it's sticky, and it's gnarly as fuck. But, I am sticking to in the year 2000! Yeah. My mouth needs a bath. Alright, what's next? Oh, I sort of remember this toy. Now that I look at this toy, I'm like, you must have really hated parents to give this toy to kids. But it's the sound machine from McDonald's from 1993. And you could do different things to the sound machine. I mean, look how 90s this is. Look at these colors. This is vaporwave as fuck. This is vaporwave as fuck. You just need, like, Japanese writing across it, and then it'll be like a million European kids will be like, yes, I want this. This symbolizes the passage of time and the cheapness of capitalism. Or whatever vaporwave is about, which is, that's basically it. There's something on the bottom here. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do to make noise with that. But, there is this to make it look like a walkie-talkie or something. There's this. Come on. And then there's this delightful thing, which, yeah, I remember this. Oh, this thing makes really unpleasant noises. I love it. I love everything about it. So sticky! They're all sticky and they all smell bad. Don't worry, I'm a wizard with these things. They will end up on eBay, a lot of them. I just need to give them a bath and take them apart and make sure there's nothing living in them. And then super glue and screwdrivers, and I'll need to drink a few screwdrivers after this. Alright, let's move on. Definitely I had this toy, but what it does, I could not tell you. I don't know. There's no markings on it anywhere. Whoa. So, it gives you a kaleidoscope. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's me! That actually works surprisingly well, if my hands weren't so shaky. So yeah, you get a kaleidoscope. And then you pull on this little lever here, and it pulls down a green slidey thing to make your kaleidoscope green. So you could be looking at me. Come on. There's my nose, and now it's green. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what this is from or when, but yeah. Next up, oh, this is the one I had. Yes! It's another one of those, Tiny Toons toys. This is the one I showed before. Here, this one is slightly broken. That's okay. The dodo in the bath. And then this dude, who I think was supposed to be related to Yosemite Sam, if I remember correctly. And he liked dollar signs. Because what are we all after but dollar signs? Next up, looks like Charlie Brown. Like a seasonal Charlie Brown. There are no markings on... Oh, let's see. So I don't know the vintage of this because it looks 80s. It looks very 80s, actually. But the back of it says copyright 1950, 1966, which I assume is just normal Peanuts copyrights. But if anyone can tell me more information about this Charlie Brown, I'd love to hear. He's wearing the world's most hilarious outfit, so. Next up, we have Part of an Umbrella. This is, of course, extremely collectible because it comes from the Part of an Umbrella line. Of course, it's not. And I have no idea what it's from, but it says China on it. If it's a toy that was made in China, it must be valuable. Ooh. Next up is something quite new on the scale of ages. Here is a Cars car with a gun mounted on it. I didn't know cars had guns. Or actually, it looks like a missile launcher, possibly. So yeah. And it's very heavy, like, good quality die-cast. And the paint is good. And it's not sticky, and it doesn't smell bad. So maybe this was just mixed up with these toys by accident? I don't know. Or maybe it's the toy of the kid of the guy who originally had the toys I've been showing you. It's the circle of life! And I don't want to get sued. So I won't continue with that. But, yeah, it says Gremlin on it, and on the bottom it says Disney Pixar Gremlin. That's cool. So the next thing in here is pretty cool. Copyright 1989, Nintendo of America. Here is Luigi on a cloud that moves. I believe this was from Burger King or McDonald's. I think the McDonald's, the Mario that jumps was also part of this set. But, how rare is it to find Luigi? And look, he's on Star Road. It's so cute. I don't think that, Mario RPG had come out yet, but it makes me think of Mario RPG. And the last thing in this bag is really cool, and it's the reason I bought this bag. It's, some kind of face of Kamen Rider Black RX, which became Saban's Masked Rider. Here's something in there. Let's see. It's got like a little peg, but the peg doesn't do anything. It's got a clip, so I guess you can clip it to your belt or your shirt. Look at that. That is so cool. Look at my Saban. I'm like Saban tokusatsu'd out. Well, let's see what's in here. I'm actually really curious. I hope it's not just broken parts. There's nothing in here? Looks like nothing. Unless this is a chamber. Oh, sweet! That's awesome! This toy is in, like, perfect condition. Like, I don't know if the last owner just didn't open it or what, But here is Kamen Rider Black RX or Saban's Masked Rider in a fighting pose. Damn, that is sweet. It doesn't give a year, but that is such a like little treasure. It's just inside the head, and I just bought it for the head, and inside is a little action figure. That's so cool. Okay, that's awesome. I just got my $9 worth. Nice toy. Alright, and we're down to the last of the 3 bags I got, which by rights cannot be as cool as the second. But it's also the biggest. So there's the most stuff in here. So we'll see if that means anything. First up in here, we have something. Something with no information on it. Here's a piece of something. I have no idea what this is, but it's cool. Oh look, something else I don't recognize. It's a doggy. On wheels. Wheel doggy. Off to a smashing start. Another thing I don't know. Copyright 1989 Ruby Spears. I believe that's an animation studio or company. So it sort of looks like Land Before Time, but I don't think that's Petrie. So if anybody knows what this is, I'm curious. But, yeah. Okay, this is in terrible condition and doesn't have a year, but it looks old. Just copyright Disney. Donald Duck in a choo-choo train, but these wheels are supposed to be yellow. Look how dirty they are. That's nasty. So that'll be fun to clean. I'm gonna enjoy that. Oh, my fingers are like a different color now. Next up... Oh, I remember these. These were like McDonald's Transformers. It says hotcakes. Which, how long has it been since they called their pancakes hotcakes? And it turns into like a little dinosaur. So he's got a head. And I don't know exactly how this works, but... So the back goes out like this. And the front does something. Yeah, the front, it's really sticky. Separates out like that. And now you have like a pterodactyl made of a hotcakes box. Cool. And then you morph him back. And you have a really old school McDonald's hotcakes box. I like that. Next up is something. I don't know what. Some kind of broken piece of something. I wonder if it goes together with this somehow. There's no obvious connector, but I don't know. Yeah, pink thing. Oh, nice. This is also McDonald's, I believe. Oh, no, it's Burger King. My bad. I don't know what year it's from. But, here's Timon and Pumbaa. On wheels. Cool. Ooh, next up is some, oh my god. I was gonna say next up is some kind of dump truck. And then I realized it opened up and I was like, oh, is this a transformer? So I opened it up. It looks like those, those books that try to eat you in Mario 64. It says Attack Pack, Hot Wheels, 94. Alright. I kind of like that. Ooh, next up is Batman. Copyright 1991. It is also very sticky. But here is the penguin in a car. And yeah, it's extremely sticky, but this is supposed to spin. It's very sticky. But yeah. Ooh, this is definitely one of those Transformers, because I remember this. It's like this horrifying sandwich with eyebrows from McDonald's, and he's wearing a helmet. And you open him up, and... oh god, this is difficult. Yeah, open him up, close him back up. He's got roller skate legs, complete with a stopper on the front. That's adorable. Okay. Next up, I don't recognize this. Oh, yes I do. Copyright 1991. This is like a cartoon Back to the Future Marty on a hoverboard. That's cool. Oh, I found more of this thing. This is the first piece I showed you. But here, this is that girl character from McDonald's, which I don't think they use her anymore. But I think you can just peg this in. Yeah. So now she's got part of a ship. Oh, I found the rest of it. Oh, no I didn't. Well, I found more of it, but it's the same middle piece and the front. So I could plug this together, then I'd have two identical pilots of this airplane. So when I take her out, it becomes the intended sized airplane. Next up is Tweety Bird. Copyright 1983, Warner Brothers, Bully, West Germany. So this was made in West Germany. Did you guys know there used to be an East and West Germany? I didn't until high school. So here's Tweety Bird from West Germany. Here is some kind of McDonald's branded tool belt for, it looks like a fireman. It's got the M for McDonald's, it's got a hatchet, and it's got an entire fire extinguisher. These seem like inconvenient tools for a fireman to keep around his belt. Next up is a dinosaur. I know everybody hates dinosaurs. Unfortunately, it had electronics. They are broken. It had sound and lights. It is a keychain. I might take... well, I don't know what the hell kind of screw that is to take him apart. So I might not take him apart. But yeah, very vintage, cool dinosaur. Next up, oh, it's a toy that I actually own. Here's Governor Ratcliffe, whatever his name was. The governor, the bad guy. He had the pug named Percy. These were Burger King. Yeah, I had a whole set of these. There was also a finger puppet, Pocahontas, a regular Pocahontas, a John Smith, a Percy. Maybe the kid with orange hair. I forgot his name. I don't know. Next up, I have no idea. It looks like a kid in Cosby clothes. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. So, yeah. Enlighten me? Next up is Cruella de Vil. I never had this figure, and her arms are really sticky. There's like hair and stuff sticking to them. But I love this figure because what were they thinking? In case you can't tell, that's a Dalmatian. She succeeded. She made it her spotted. She made her spotted coat. I don't know. Next up, probably something else that went with that fireman. Here is a fireman's ladder that actually does extend the way a fireman's ladder would, which is nice. I kind of thought it was gonna fold out, but no, it extends. But I don't have anything to put it on. Next up is, wow, really heavy. What is this? 1994 Marvel Toy Biz. There's like die-cast metal in here, but this is some kind of X-Men villain, I think. I don't know for sure, but I think. Meh. He's kind of cool. He's very heavy. I'm kind of impressed with that weight. Next up is Babs from Tiny Toons, covered in like gross red marker. She's got, oh, this is cool, when you spin the wheels, she's got like a Tiny Toons turntable, like these are like records, and then when you move her wheels, the records turn. So that's cool. Another sticky toy. And I don't know what it's from. Oh god, it's so sticky though. Disney. China. Oh, it's so sticky! I don't want to touch it again. Things I do for you guys. Here's this super sticky fat guy. If anybody knows what he's from, he's sticky as fuck. Ooh, I remember this toy. I definitely knew some people who had it. Here's an old Alvin and the Chipmunks in like a Sergeant Pepper kind of outfit. 1980. So I guess he goes with that other Alvin we found. Ooh, here's another one of those really cool Tiny Toons figures. From, I think it was McDonald's that had these. It's got Babs and a telephone on one side, and this is supposed to be a rotary dial. And then on the other side, it's stuck. Oh, he's so sticky. I forgot this guy's name, but he was the Daffy Duck guy, and he's got a motorboat with an anchor on it, and these are like floaty devices. That's cool. Next up, we have the hat for the McDonald's fireman. I want to know what this fireman looked like. I'm getting progressively more scared. Like, was he a potato? I don't know. I don't know what you are. I have no idea. Copyright 1993 Sega. Sega. And I have no idea what this is from, but it's some orange thing. Here is Goof Troop, I think, unless it was a Goofy movie. It's a Burger King toy with Max and Goofy hanging onto the back of a car. I don't know. Here's like something. I can't even tell which way you hold it, but I think it's a spaceship. No idea for who or what. It doesn't have any markings on it. It looks pretty vintage, though. Next up is 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians. Some kind of puppy. Just says copyright Disney. Don't know the vintage. Again, it's very sticky. But not so sticky that I'm like freaking out, but it's kind of sticky. Ooh. I think this is from the original release of the movie. Here is Genie from Aladdin. Looking awesome. Doing his Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me routine. What in the world are you? Then we have a mystery toy. If someone knows what this is, I'd also love to know what this is, because it does not look like anything I recognize. It's some kind of duck robot. Here is 1991 McDonald's Corp. Some kind of air pump. And this thing. It says made in Taiwan. I'm wondering if this goes into this, just because they've got a very similar thing. So, yeah, it does. Yeah. I don't know what I expected to happen there. But, yeah, they go together. That's cool. Like shoo up, doo bop, bamboo. I don't know what this is. Here's some kind of eel that was clearly meant to go with something else. I don't know. Here is something that looks suspiciously like it came off of candy. But here is a purple thing. Here is my spirit animal, Baloo the bear. It works. I have no idea how to show you guys. Well, let's try doing it on my phone, I guess. But yeah, the wind-up toy Baloo the bear works. Sort of. Sort of. But yeah, it works. On a flat surface, trust me. Then we got a Garfield dressed as John. Copyright 1971, 1981. I'm assuming it's 1981, actually, because it looks really old. But it's Garfield, chilling. Really looking like he dressed as John. If anybody knows, let me know. And last but not least, the very last thing in here is Oscar the Grouch doing a song and dance routine, looks like, in his trash can. I mean, where else would he be? Well, that's cool. So, alright. That is 3 bags of very sticky, gross, but cool amazingness toys that I just opened, mostly from the 80s and 90s, but some more recent. And I think a couple older. But yeah, if there's any you have more questions about, you know, don't hesitate to ask. I always respond to my comments. If there's any you want me to put on eBay, or talk about trading, whatever, I'm totally open to that. Except for the Common Rider, he's mine. You know, keep watching my eBay. More importantly, keep watching my YouTubes. And, yeah. If you have any more information, especially about the ones I didn't know, I'd love to hear it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay beautiful. Peace!